Jujutsu Shenanigans looks like a normal Battlegrounds game. Bright maps, flashy powers. Until one fight took a wrong turn. Hidden behind a wall, we found a room that shouldn't exist. Dark, abandoned. And at the end of it, something stood there. We thought it was GOJO until we saw the name, The Fallen. So today, we're going back to find out who is he, why is he hidden in the game, and how do we beat him. Boys, I'm kind of confused. So me and my brother were having a one-on-one where we reenacted like the Mahito versus Itadori fight, right? And then he pushed me through like a wall over here. I'm seeing it right here. And then we found a secret room. And I'm not sure if this was always here or what, but I've never seen this before. So I just wanted to know, has anyone else seen this? And there's an NPC down there that looks like GOJO. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of cool though. But yo, okay. There's like a weird vibe. What is this, like a graveyard or something? Hold on, let me not try to aggro the NPC just yet. What is this? This bro's house? What the heck? This is home? My boy, I ain't gonna lie, he got no furniture? Like, what is this? Like, what the heck? Okay. What the heck? What happened here? This house right here, this is a shed. Maybe this is where he goes to the bathroom. I don't know. Yeah, I just found this random room and, oh, brother, he's coming. He's coming. Oh, no. Oh, no. I gotta hide. Oh, no. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, he's very strong. My brother fought him for like 2 seconds. I turned around and he died already. Oh, what's that sound? What the heck is that sound? He's coming. He's coming. Ooh, what is this? What the heck? A generator? Oh, what is this? Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go. All right, hold on, lock in. I can beat him. Come on. This is my brother. Hold on. Oh, come on. Boom. There we go. Severance kick. Oh my God. Oh, no. What the heck? Hey, yo. What? He's what at me? What the heck was that move? Wait, hold on. GOJO never did that. Hold on, bro. Ain't no way I'm gonna let a random background NPC kill me like that, bro. Anything I'm not gonna come back? Hold on. That was fluke. This is weird. Oh, he looked at me already. Oh, brother. Here we go. Come on. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Black flash. There we go. No. Yo, main expansion. No. Yo, this is GOJO, right? Bro, GOJO, chill. But why is GOJO called The Fallen? Hey, yo. Okay, bro. Oh, my gosh. Yo, wait, is that GOJO? Wait, hold on. His face looks different. Wait. What the heck? Hold up. Wait, who is this guy? This guy looks like GOJO, but his face is all messed up. Is this like from the manga? Yeah, okay. Let me see if anybody else found this Easter egg, because this is weird. All right, guys. So I found this TikTok by a guy named CallMeSky_Cozy. Okay, so he found this on the 24th. This is like right when the update dropped. His caption says, so I was just messing around in JJS, but then something weird happened. My boy is on mobile. That's what's weird. But let's find out, okay? My boy using a GOJO moveset. All right, what's going on? Okay, yeah, this is the same map I'm in. This is called the IMU map from that one scene. Okay, I found this. What the heck? Oh, yeah, there it is. That same room. That's the same room I found. Okay, so it's not just me. That's good to know. What the heck? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Just like me, I was so confused when this happened. Like, I was looking around like, yo, is this a prank? Like, what is this? But yeah, we both looked around. Okay, let's see. He got the room. Oh, wow. He said, I didn't know what it was, so I was looking around. But then I saw this. What did he see? Okay, this is that NPC's house. Yep, he got no furniture. No furniture whatsoever. Yep, he going up to the toilet area. That's where he poops at. And, oh, there he is. I ain't gonna lie, my boy, you better lock in and see. Does he defeat him? Does he find a way to kill him? Because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how to kill him. He is in Awakening, though. This is a random thing here called The Fallen. Yeah, Bobo got him in the domain expansion. He's checking him out. Okay, and he started boxing. Oh, brother. It has the same abilities as GOJO, but somewhat different. Oh, he got him in the domain expansion. Yeah, it's cooked. Ooh. Yo, y'all hear that echo? Oh, that sounds so bad. What the heck? He also asked, can someone please tell me what this is? I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. So let's check the comments. Okay, the comments right here say, The Fallen is from JJK Zombie AU. It's just a boss with an OP moveset. JJK AU, what is that? This user named Asgore said, it's a real thing. It's just referencing from JJS AU of the infection or something. So it looks like the comments are saying this is like some zombie GOJO from a series called JJK AU. Some guy said, bro, I ain't falling for that. I get it. Oh, wait, somebody got the lore. For y'all, it's real and found in the present IMU. This is a reference to the alternate universe of JJK in which there's a zombie invasion and you can also use the fallen movesets in another secret room. Oh, wait. Hold on, let's look this up real quick. Let's find out what is JJK AU. All right, so I found this video called the Jujutsu Kaisen Horror Infection in AU. It looks like it's a manga, so this guy's about to read it to us. So make sure to turn off all the lights in your room and grab your popcorn. Let's find out part 1.
In the middle of the battle between Yuji Itadori and Chozo, loud screams can be heard, which distracts both characters. Chozo thinks to himself in confusion because this isn't a part of Kenjaku's plan. Itadori decides to go check out the commotion, and Sukuna intrudes in and says the following to Yuji: "Brat, whatever is there is not human, nor a curse. Don't feel sorry for them." Right after this, Itadori freezes in shock as he is caught off guard by a zombie just towering over him. The zombie launches Itadori into a wall, and as that happens, dialogue from an unknown source appears. "You are something more than a special category curse. You are imperfect aberrations. Dismantle. I remind you of your position, strange thing. I'm above you all. Let the massacre begin." Sukuna then tells Yuji, "This is going to become a fair of agony, brat. I'm going to have fun watching you suffer." Just in the nick of time, Sukuna takes over and kills the zombie creeping up on him. The floor starts shaking, and then it eventually collapses, with Sukuna simply jumping over it. The zombie launches itself from the ground and charges at Sukuna. As he dodges, Sukuna says these words: "Itadori, I want to see your stupid face from seeing so many people disfigured." Somehow, the zombie takes a bite of Sukuna, surprising him and leading him to chop off his arm. Sukuna's arm starts to regenerate, and as that happens, we get a monologue from him. "It took me a while to regenerate. I have a bad feeling about everything that's happening. For a moment, it felt like my blood was boiling in my arm. I doubt it can..."
Wait, so now we have sorcerers fighting zombies, and Sukuna is actually getting pushed back? Hold on, these zombies gotta be strong.
"Infect me, but I'm not going to risk it too much. This isn't just curses fighting spellcasters anymore. Now try to overlook this judgment without presentations." Ino? Itadori takes over and sees that the zombie Sukuna just killed was none other than his friend, Ino. Are they already...
Wait, his friend Ino? Wait, this guy right here with the shiesty? It was him?
To himself. We switch to Nobara, who started hearing the screaming as well, and she gets caught off guard by what appears to be a zombified Kokichi, though I could be wrong on that. The zombie chases after Nobara, but she's luckily saved in time by Nanami. Nanami urges for her to run away as far as possible, as there is something going on with the sorcerers. His speech is interrupted by something he heard from the lower level. He urges for her to run away as he deals with a new anomaly. 10 PM comes and we skip to Nobara asking Nanami about what's happening. "Nobara, I don't know what's happening. Out of nowhere, some people and curses started attacking each other. Some sorcerers ended up dead, and others are killing each other. I suppose this is an unknown virus or something like that. That's why I'll tell you for the last time, get out of there." Meanwhile, with the strongest sorcerer, we switch to the perspective of GOJO. "I have to stop this.
We got GOJO.
There are people attacking each other, and special grade curses as well. I have no option but to use my domain expansion. I'm sorry, I won't be able to save them all." He feels he has no other options left than to use his domain expansion. He speaks to himself after killing a bunch of zombies. Some humans are disfigured, and by killing them, I can save the others. We switch back to Nobara and Nanami, where Nobara gets launched and her hand snaps off. All this is happening as Nanami is transforming into a zombie. My blood burns.
Wait, what? They got Nanami? No! So instead of Mahito, we have zombies. Oh, brother, this is bad.
Too hungry. Yuji comes across Nanami all zombified. He looks at his comrade in disgust, but Sukuna is trying to make sure that Itadori gets away for the sake of both of their safety. His eyes get shadowed as he says to himself, "I'm sorry, Nanami. I'm sorry for being late." Tears flow down Yuji's eyes and he decides to end Nanami's life. We're back to GOJO, struggling against the zombies. In his words, they are faster and have lost their patience. He kills some zombies before he decides to go outside in search of his students. Now we switch to Kenjaku, with text appearing all around him. What is happening? Dagon is nowhere. The curses are attacking each other. I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, so it looks like this wasn't Kenjaku's plan for some reason. That was part 1, and here we got part 2.
Kenjaku starts to worry about 2 characters in particular, Megumi because of his 10 Shadows technique, and Mahoraga. These 2 are potentially the most dangerous to become zombified. He sends Mahito and Jogo to look for Yuji, and for GOJO to bring the saved fingers. The duo starts heading towards Sukuna. In the meantime, Chozo asks Kenjaku if they should help out, only for Kenjaku to say that they are strong. We see that Jogo gets dismembered as he fights a horde of zombies. He starts to beg for Mahito to...
Wait, Jogo got 1 tap? Bro, my boy Jogo always getting 1 tap, bro. So what happens if a curse gets zombified? Do they become like a zombie curse? Or
his domain expansion, which he does and kills a bunch of zombies. The clock reaches midnight and it starts to rain down on the 2 characters. You're not interested in your life, right? I'm just having fun. Ah, how boring are you? Whatever, let's go before more come. We see Kusakabe and Inumaki in a dark area when all of a sudden a cursed spirit appears. Next we see multiple shots all focused in on Mahoraga. We then see Toji and Megumi with a flashback of Megumi being bitten by Ino. No time to think. Mahoraga.
Wait, no! Megumi got bitten? He got off-screened!
A segment plays out of Mahoraga being summoned by Megumi. While that happens, the virus slowly starts to take over Megumi. A screen of text appears. Something was wrong. We then see a huge battle go on between Mahoraga and Megumi, where Megumi bites Maharaga. More text appear.
Wait,
what the hell
what?
was I thinking? Toji jumps into the battle.
Wait, Megumi bit Maharaga? What the heck? Wait, Megumi fought back against Maharaga? Hold on. But it should be pretty easy because Maharaga could just adapt to the infection, right? Because that's Maharaga's ability, so it should be easy, right?
Huge battle go on between Maharaga and Megumi, where Megumi bites Maharaga. More text appear. What the hell was I thinking? Toji jumps into the battle but just gets sent flying. I have no chance. The next screen of text says, Maharaga bites down on Toji's head, leaving him a deformed mess. We get another view of the result, but when we see Megumi, he thanks Maharaga for saving him. The narration says the following. After breaking that person's skull, Maharaga feels a presence too strong behind him. The changer gets too heavy like this, listening to someone's voice, rumbling the street full of infected. We then get an entire panel dedicated to Gojo's appearance. He has a stare down with Maharaga while the narration says this. Gojo's gaze shows only contempt, sadness, and anger. Gojo only has one goal in mind, revenge. He launches Maharaga towards some buildings, and then
we have Gojo versus Maharaga. Now this is tough. Instead of Sukuna, oh, this is fine.
More infected appear. In the middle of the commotion, Maharaga charges at Gojo, surprising Gojo since he assumed he was dead. Wait a minute, did the wheel spin? Wow, you're too tough. Let's end this now. Out of nowhere, a mother appears holding a baby, asking Gojo to save her son. Just from behind, a zombie piercing bull shows up. What? Gojo says as he looks in despair.
Editor, cut out that curse word. We do not want to keep that in the video.
Gojo holds the baby and decides to retreat. It is here we learn that Maharaga has adapted to the virus. Both the bull and Maharaga charge at each other, to which Gojo dodges. Unfortunately, the mother gets crushed in the battle, and Gojo simply watches in shock. I can't save them all, he says. I'm sorry, little one. I couldn't save your mother. We see a silhouette of Megumi, and in the next panel, we see a zombified form. This, of course, shocks Gojo. Without much time to process the outcome, Maharaga attacks Gojo from behind. Gojo stares him down and punches Maharaga. Yuta appears and tells Megumi that he has to unfortunately kill him, but Megumi just teleports away. Gojo gives the baby to Yuta and tells him to get away so that Gojo can deal with the current threats. He then asks how strong Rika is, to which Yuta asks if the baby is his. With an embarrassed reaction, Gojo explains that he just rescued him. Gojo then decides to use his domain expansion, Unlimited Void, to fight Maharaga. Game over. I will finish you with one attack. Red and blue, everyone is within Satoru's domain, but someone is looking out. Nue flies down among the dark skies. We get a closer look at Nue's face, which just looks so horrifying. Maharaga then attacks Gojo. Gojo's eyes give off a shocked expression, with him in disbelief saying the word. Panels of Gojo all bloody appear as Ui sneaks.
Okay, so yeah, obviously it looks like Maharaga adapted to his domain expansion and Gojo did not expect that to happen, but oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Panels of Gojo all bloody appear as Ui sneaks up onto Gojo, biting him. Gojo has now become infected. The narration in the next page explains what happens. Satoru Gojo uses the RCT at full power, but the virus was already in his brain, causing a severe stroke. After that, his technique began to weaken. Gojo's brain, affected by the virus, can't fully regenerate. In his weakened state, he thinks about his students. Yuji and Yuta pop into the scene to look for Gojo. Yuta takes on the Shikigami, while Itadori focuses on Gojo. Sukuna whispers to Yuji that Gojo is infected, but in the following panel, Gojo tells Yuji to not worry about him, and that it's dangerous there. He then insists Yuji to save the surrounding people. All of a sudden, Gojo yells for Yuji to run away as he gets attacked by zombified Ui. Jaku starts to worry about two characters in particular, Megumi because of his—
Damn, wow. Okay, so it looks like Gojo got bit, but he's still fighting off the poison, or the infection, should I say. And that was part 2. Now this is part 3. We got 5 total parts, by the way. And also, if you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button, because this is kind of scary, I ain't gonna lie.
The following page talks about how Maharaga has adapted to infinity, with him creeping up on Itadori. Maharaga then knocks Yuji into the air. We get a perspective on Chozo, realizing that something is wrong, and he starts to realize that he has a brother. We're back to Gojo, where he slams Ui into the ground. After that, he starts to become aware of his surroundings, where he sees Mei under the rubble. Maharaga jumps onto Yuji, who's already beaten and bloodied up. While that's happening, Jogo jumps into the scene and looks for Mahito. Some damage is dealt to Maharaga as Chozo jumps into the scene. Chozo begins to speak to himself. Itadori was my brother? Was he always my brother? That wretch made me fight my little brother. Geto, you're going to pay for it with your death, you damn— Jogo.
Oh, another word to cuss out. My fault, boys. I did not expect to be this many curse words.
I must protect my brother from them, but first I'll have to get out of here. It won't be an easy task. He's smiling as if he's going to win. We cut back to Yuta fighting the Shikigami. He struggles, so he decides to call in Rika. You can see Yuta and Rika falling down. Right when it's happening, Yuta monologues. He's escaping. It doesn't matter. You condemned yourself, but I'm not going to deny it. That attack was as if you got hit by 20 beams at the same time. If I had not called Rika, I would have been dead, but you couldn't withstand your own attack.
Gojo. That's Eekway. Look at Eekway. It looks so sick. The zombified version. Yo.
The amount of power couldn't withstand your body. Yuta begins to notice Gojo, who's holding on to Mei Mei and slowly becoming a zombie. Gojo begins to tell Yuta this. Yuta, is that you? Well, maybe you already know what's happening to me. Look, Yuta, I know it's hard to accept, but we can't do anything. That's why I'm going to sacrifice myself to throw 300% purple without restrictions, thus taking me half a wave. I ask you to bring
300% purple? Yeah, we haven't seen this yet.
Mei Mei to Shoko so that she can hear her. Don't follow me. I'm now a danger to you. Please get out of here. Yuta yells back in response. Professor Gojo, I'm not stupid to believe that you're not concerned about your situation. Do you really think you can beat thousands of infected curses in that state? You always say it's okay. You're a human too. You don't always have to say that everything—
Wait, hold on, my fault. I didn't mean to pause, but like, how did that one zombie even bite him if Gojo has Infinity active? Like, what the heck? How did he even get close to it? I don't think Gojo deactivated Infinity at all. So like, I ain't gonna lie, they kind of nerfing my boy Gojo. They're doing my boy Gojo wrong right here. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They nerfing him. They nerfing him like crazy. And also, where is Toto at, bro? Where my boy Toto?
It's okay when it's actually wrong. I care about you. You are someone important to me. I don't care if you are the strongest. You are still a human with feelings. Gojo gives his response. I am the strongest. My duty is to save you and protect the weak, but it's too late to worry about me. Everyone saw me as a weapon. They never care about how I felt. The only one who understood me is no longer here. I'm dead to you now. Goodbye, Yuta. Forgive me. I failed you all. I'm going to fix this by sacrificing my life. I'm sorry. We cut back to Chozo fighting Maharaga, using his blood as a shield, though Maharaga lands a hit on him that sends him flying and makes Chozo lose his arms. Chozo reflects that he would have been killed if he hadn't made his shield. Maharaga jumps towards Chozo and Chozo calls up Itadori. Right when Maharaga is about to land a killing blow, Gojo jumps in. The panels become blue as Gojo starts to use his ability. It's becoming more and more difficult to become mentally well.
Gojo slowly becoming insane.
Little by little, I'm losing control of my body. I need to hurry up. Infinity no longer has the same power as before. Wait a moment, is Maharaga adapting? No, Infinity is weakening very fast. A look of worry shows up on Gojo's face. His consciousness starts to talk to him. You have a lot of work you must finish. They trust you. You have to save them. Get a look of him all scarred up before his
oh, that's the face right there. That's what we got it. That's the avatar we got. Yo.
consciousness talks to him more. You can still rise, Satoru. Your time has not come. Do it for the fallen, for your
Gojo,
students, for me. Satoru Gojo, get up. Wake up, Satoru. We first see Gojo's battered body. Then his eye begins to glow. Gojo's body, in an attempt to live, being in a practically critical condition. Gojo Satoru's production of cursed energy, as well as adrenaline, reached an even higher point than it should. Now entering a state of absolute ecstasy, even greater than the one he had that time when he faced Toji Fushiguro. A short segment dedicated to Gojo's hollow purple starts to play out. 190%, 300%. I am the strongest today. Purple. The screen starts to flash white and we see multiple different perspectives. Is it serious? We then get another view of Gojo, seemingly woken up in a void. Satoru Gojo slowly rises. Now he has another perspective of the world. He has already lost his humanity. There is no one to stop him. Death reincarnated in the strongest. Judgment has already begun. Jogo takes a look around to see the unconscious bodies of Yuta and Yuji. He decides he needs to buy more time for them to wake up, because if those two die, then there's no one else left to stop Gojo. We see a streak of blue. Then we get more up close with Gojo attacking Jogo. Jogo is now at the brink of death because of the attack, and Gojo in his zombified state stares down at Jogo before attacking him once again. Luckily, Jogo can dodge. 300%, I am the strongest of today. Gojo believed he had completely sacrificed the inverse inversal. The following page talks about how Maharaga has adapted to an—
Okay, so it looks like at this point is game over because that boy Gojo is zombified. Now, how do they stop him? I gotta find out. What moveset do I gotta use? Now it's time for part 4.
One anticipated is that at the last second, the virus will act in a way never seen before, having found a very unique carrier. In order to favor even more efficient control, it would retain fragments of the carrier's consciousness, but use and influence them in its favor. The virus was already developing beforehand. This is why it was possible to use the reverse ritual when it was believed that it would permanently disable it, distorting Gojo's perception to make him believe that he had agreed to, when in reality he had altered the specifications and conditions of the contract. Given the risk of constantly being infected, a greater benefit was guaranteed. What he gave instead was disabling the ability of the reverse ritual to simply cure himself. Both characters unleashed their abilities on each other, but we get a look of terror in Jogo's face before we see him launched back. Gojo Satoru can still use his abilities. This time, Sukuna wakes up and notices some—
so that explains why he's a zombie but still has Gojo's ability because he has a contract. Wow.
Fingers on the ground. Of course he decides to consume them, giving him 15 fingers. Sukuna then starts to notice Gojo fighting with Jogo. Jogo pierces Jogo like he was paper, splitting him in half. Without letting him breathe, Gojo throws himself again on Jogo's side. Jogo begs for his life before being slammed onto the ground. He starts coughing up blood, hoping that he had enough time. He apologized to Hanami and Dagon, but then Gojo starts to tear him apart. Gojo mercilessly dismembers Gojo without any bit of mercy, arms by arms, ripping his eye out, leaving him unrecognizable.
open his
Sukuna
eye
decides
out?
to approach Gojo. They stare at each other.
Oh, here we go. We got Zombie Gojo versus Sukuna 15 Fingers.
Sukuna then makes the decision to go kill Gojo. I have to kill you, or at least hurt you a little. This is going from bad to worse. What's next? A curse capable of destroying Japan? Doesn't matter. I'll kill you anyway. Dismantle. Sukuna unleashes an attack onto Gojo, but Gojo just fights back, dismantling Sukuna's arms and his eye from his body. We can see Gojo's face, but the only thing recognizable about him are his eyes and hair. The word pathetic appears, and then Sukuna launches a sneak attack onto Gojo, where he then says, die. Gojo simply fights back, and Sukuna can't catch up. All in all, Gojo was simply too powerful for him. He begins to wait.
What? Wait, just like that? Yo, that boy Sukuna got two-tapped. Like, that's the king of curses, the strongest of history. That guy? Come on, bro. Look, he got two. Look at his face. My boy look like one of them aliens from Invincible when they get destroyed.
Up and tear up at the sight of his infected teacher. He still has hope that Gojo can be transformed back, though Gojo grabs Yuta by the mouth. Luckily, he is saved by Sukuna calling out Gojo's name, initiating what he calls the real fight. Something is wrong. Is he just playing? Right as Yuji gets hit in the face, Gojo directs his attention towards Yuta. There, Yuta starts to fight back. Yuta thinks whether or not he should dodge his attack, which just leads him to be thrown at Sukuna. Luckily, Rika grabs Gojo from behind. It's here Sukuna starts to think about how naive Yuta is being. Sukuna says this to Yuta, if you keep acting like that, it's going to kill you. Do you still think you'll get it back? Gojo approaches Yuta from behind.
I ain't gonna lie though, I did not expect this team of Sukuna and Yuta as a team is crazy. But yo, that's what they need though.
Gojo approaches Yuta from behind. Afterwards, he uses two black flashes, both on Yuta and Yuji. Narration appears saying the following. Gojo Satoru is slowly getting out of control. After the two black flashes, Gojo Satoru has increased his curse energy. Yuta is recovering from Gojo's black flash. Sukuna is struggling to stay conscious. The others are already on their way. We then see Kenjaku and he says this. Gojo Satoru won't be a hindrance for the moment. I just need to find Mahito and absorb him for my plan to be complete. We then get even more narration. The virus is spreading more and more, contaminating cities and rivers as well as the sea. Fear is increasing. Not even the world powers can do anything against the virus. A being is reported to be releasing a red liquid that spreads throughout the sea at a slow speed. The moon is seen with the naked eye. Sukuna, with his face damaged after Gojo's black flash. He can't move any limb. His brain is recovering. The virus manipulates Gojo to get his full potential. They arrived at the location where the purple exploded and left a huge hole in the ground. Gojo throws Sukuna to Yuta and then throws red. Thanks to adrenaline, Yuta was able to match Gojo's speed for a few seconds. Yuta, in an attempt to save his teacher, tries to cure him with a reverse ritual. Yuta falls to the ground, almost dead, but when he wanted to heal his teacher, Gojo screamed in pain. He did a little damage to the virus, but he can't eliminate it. At an inconvenient time for Sukuna, Yuji starts to take over. He wakes up to see his teacher once again. We see Gojo unleash yet another attack before we enter Yuji's mind, with him calling out to Sukuna. He starts to beg for Sukuna to cure Gojo, as Yuji has already lost a lot at this point. Sukuna says this in response. Ha ha ha, damn unfortunate. Do you think I'll do it? I'm really enjoying how they die and how Satoru Gojo dies, but what bothers me too much is teaming up with the insignificant sorcerers. If only I had my original body, I would have killed all of you inferiors.
Oh, another word, but I ain't gonna lie, Sukuna, respectful, you getting destroyed right now. Maybe if you had your old body, maybe you could win, but I don't know, bruh. This Gojo's different.
So Rame appears and gives Sukuna the other fingers. Sukuna now has 17 fingers, leaving him with 3 left to get his final.
Damn, so Sukuna now got 17 fingers? Wow. Okay, now it's time for the final part. We're about to see how did this zombie Gojo lose? Or does he lose? I don't know.
He starts to ask Urame where Yuta is. Urame informs Sukuna about Yuta and the abilities he possesses. Sukuna then tells Urame to evacuate since Gojo is already here. They both start to lunge at each other. Right when Sukuna gets close, he uses his black flash ability, which sends Gojo off. Gojo fights back by using his blue curse technique. They start to charge at each other again. This time, they both use their domain expansion at the same time. Everything turns black until we see Sukuna's face again, looking all confused as to why everything was different. As the narration puts it, Gojo and Sukuna's dominance have collided, but Sukuna's dominance was superior to Gojo's. Satoru Gojo's domain was destroyed, but first, Gojo throws a red at the domain of Sukuna, thus destroying Sukuna's domain. Gojo's face completely rips off, and Sukuna uses his domain expansion, only for Gojo to choke Sukuna and use his domain expansion, Immeasurable Void. A timer starts. Sukuna no longer has a chance in Satoru Gojo's domain. Sukuna now looks in fear as Gojo walks towards him, and the timer starts to count down. And after 1,000 years, the King of Curses feels nostalgic, but along with this, immediately comes a feeling that he had long ago and left behind, being someone else's prey. Once Gojo gets closer, he bites Sukuna and rips a piece out of him.
No! Oh, yo, this is crazy. He really just counters domain expansion like that. Okay.
Sukuna and rips a piece out of him. Unhappy, I'll get out of here somehow. I'll make you suffer, Satoru Gojo. I'll make you suffer until the last scream you give. Now we focus to Mahito's perspective, with text detailing what's happening. After Mahito separated from the group and Jogo, he would try to survive the hordes. At first it was easy, but as he ran out of modified humans and used the second domain expansion, he ran out of options. At one point, Mahito tried to transmute the infected because he wanted to see if he could cure them, but when he tried anything other than destroying them, he simply couldn't. The path he saw when trying to transmute their souls was darkness. Mahito struggles to fight off the infected as he has no more energy left in him. An explosion happens and then Mahito starts to cry out for the names of Jogo, Dagon, Chozo, and Geto as he gets trapped in a cursed spirit. He starts to cry to himself. Geto, help me. Geto? Ah, I knew it. For a reason, I come from you. Geto finally appears and mutilates Mahito.
Yo, look at his frame right here. Look at his face. Oh, that's crazy. Why you do him like that?
Perfect. Right now, I would have my plan completely, although I must admit that Satoru Gojo is still a problem. I think I'll use what I originally had saved. I just have to find him. We get even more narration. The damage and consequences are obvious. Berger was completely lost, or at least what is believed. 1 hour and 12 minutes have passed since the strongest was infected. The fight between Satoru Gojo and Yomen Sukuna is currently developing. You see Todo and Sukuma watch in horror with everything going on after they've prevented a mass amount of zombies from escaping. It then cuts back to Sukuna and Gojo. Sukuna was about to complete 10 seconds inside the infinite void when domain expansion, mutual and true love, a hole formed in Satoru Gojo's barrier. Get a closer look at both of their faces in the next panel, where then Sukuna starts to speak. What's up with that face? Let's turn up the damn rhythm. Satoru Gojo. Rika's text bubbles appear, calling out for Yuta. Their battle intensifies and Sukuna gives these words to Gojo. Don't you understand? I'll tell you again. She still remains at her maximum skill. The imminent danger of having Satoru Gojo in a one-on-one causes Rika to begin her awakening. Manifesting 100% of Rika brings several benefits. The main one being an external tank of cursed energy. Now Yuta, and it's a brief moment that Yuta Okatsu requires to recover his cursed energy reserves. Thank you, Rika. Thank you for giving me everything. This is too burdening. If it were not for Rika, my domination would have definitely gone. Satoru Gojo has not been able to overcome Yuta Okatsu's domain due to the hole present and the interference of the real one to prevent closing it. The ephemeral use of infinity is more than just that. The virus, showing signs of a mutation. Gojo punches Yuta and the narration continues again. 29 seconds. The timer has started for the infinite void, be mutual and true love in this domain clash. Ignoring physical wear and tear as well as pain, they have made this Satoru Gojo overcome any kind of past experience from the King of Curses. Even kings are capable of falling. Despite the circumstances, both Sukuna and Yuta still continue to persevere, yet the timer still goes down. Yuta then screams for Rika to leave as Gojo uses his blue ability to attack Yuta. Rika attacks Gojo and then Yuta takes the opportunity to strike at Gojo, which just causes Gojo to throw Yuta. Timer goes down second after second, and the two begin to worry about the fact they're running out of time. They both make the decision to reach Gojo's infinity, yet the timer still reaches 0. Right after they're close, we get one final panel, domain expansion. Our story is then left at a cliffhanger.
What? What? You telling me we don't know how it ends? You telling me I don't even find out how to beat him? Oh my gosh, bro, you gotta be kidding me. Well, first and foremost, shout out to the reader, because that was a phenomenal reading. Clap it up, boys. That lore was crazy, but we still haven't found out how to defeat Gojo. Now, the only thing I can think of is, obviously, the only person who went toe-to-toe with him was Sukuna with 17 fingers. Now, we don't have that version of the game, but if we go press a plus sign, turn on overpowered, I can turn on the strongest of history, which is basically Sukuna with 20 fingers. Now, I'm hoping this is enough to kill Gojo. I'm not sure, but there's only one way to find out. Here we have the strongest of history facing off against zombie Gojo. All right, the fallen. I've learned your backstory. Now it's time for you to fall down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see. It's gonna be a little bit tricky, but here we go. Slice him back. Get back, boy. We do open furnace. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta start off like this. Start off like this. Boom. There we go. Fuga. Hold on. As long as it doesn't get near me, I should be good. One a chance. Slice him back. Here we go. Wait. Oh, boom, boom, boom. They rush. Get back. Yeah. He didn't die from that? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Black flash. Oh my goodness, working. Here we go. Come on. What's up, boy? Okay, got him. Yes, sir. Come on, boy. Get back, my boy. Get back. Here we go. All right, hold on. Open. Furnace. All I need is my awakening. Okay, here we go. Come on. Wait. Domain expansion. Unlimited. What the heck is that? Come on, Gojo. Fight back. Show me what you got. Goodbye. Wait. Grab him. Come on. No, what the heck? Yo, he's fighting through me. Oh, he died. He died. He died. Let's go. It worked. All I needed was the strongest of history, bro. Oh my goodness, ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. Without strongest history, I don't know if I could beat him. Bro, this is insane. Like, the fact that I needed an overpowered moveset just to kill him is crazy. Hold on, what's up here, though? Anything over here? That might be... What the... Wait, what the heck? What is this? A black room? What the... Yo, wait, what is it a secret moveset? What is this? Oh, the E is a long time. Hold on. Let me actually first... Let me go ahead and build a wall so that I don't get ambushed. All right, there we go. Let me figure out what this is. Hold on. I found a random black box in the corner of the map. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what this is, but holding E is gonna take a long time. So let's see what this is. Any day now. I ain't gonna lie. While y'all waiting for me to hit that E button, go ahead and hit the subscribe button too, because I know some of y'all ain't subscribed the first time I asked. Shame on you. Shame on you. But you know what? I'm gonna give you another chance. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thank you. And also hit the like button too, because this is this was a little bit terrifying. And I'm not good with scary stuff. But here we go. What is this right here? E and what happens? What the? Nothing happens? Wait, hold on. My bar changed to Divine Rage, but I don't have any new moves. What the heck? What is Divine Rage? Is that a new awakening animation? I think after defeating GOJO, you get to unlock this hidden moveset, but what does it do? It doesn't seem like it does anything. Let me go try this out with my awakening. All right, let's see. He respawned, but I have Divine Rage. Let me activate it. Let me see what this is. Here we go. Divine Rage. Oh, what the heck? Oh! Yo! This is sick! We got different moves. Depth of field? Ooh! What the heck? What does that do? Wait, hold on. We got a new move. Let me not die. Hold on. Let me find out what this 5 move is. Depth of field. What the heck? Depth of field. Wait, what the heck? Oh my goodness. Well, my awakening ran out. But yo, it looks like a super secret moveset. That look kind of sick. Wait, I'm not beating this. This right here is a canon ending. Damn. But that right there is one of the darkest secrets in Jujutsu Kaisen. Did you guys know about this lore? Comment down below. And also, check out this video right here if you want to watch me expose 13 secrets in Jujutsu Shenanigans. Good day and farewell.